I want to tell you about two friends that I have. One of them, his name is David, and David worked for many years on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is a longtime children's show, and Fred Rogers, many people know, is quite a hero of mine. Well, David worked on that show from the very beginning, from the very first episode. He played Mr. McFeely, the delivery guy, but he also worked behind the scenes quite a bit too. And since Fred's passing, David and I have become good friends. We share a commonality. It's actually classic comedy. We both love Laurel and Hardy and silent comedians like Buster Keaton, and we share that in common. And it's developed quite a friendship. There was a time that Allison and I went to Pittsburgh just to see David. And as we were walking around, some people recognized him and asked him for his autograph, and he was so obliging and so friendly, and he talked so much about the neighborhood. That's what they refer to it as, the neighborhood. And he spent so much of his time carrying the message of the neighborhood forward. It really was his lifelong mission, and it still is to this day. David is well into his 80s now, but he's never slowed down. He's never given up the pace of what it takes to share the message that Fred started back in 1968, that message of kindness and of loving your neighbor. Fred, an ordained minister, felt that that was his calling from God, to create that program and to share that message with children and families. And Dave has continued to do that ever since. Another friend of mine, her name is Chris. Now, Chris is the daughter of one of those classic comedians that I love, and that is Abbott and Costello. She is the daughter of Lou Costello. And since his passing, and as she has grown into adulthood, she has continued to share the joy of Lou Costello, to continue to do things like spreading the comedy, spreading the things that make people laugh. Laughter is such an inward sense of joy, and when we share it together, it becomes outward, and it's so such a community. Well, she has spent so much of her life developing newsletters and fan clubs and things to just so people can remember the joy that her father caused. You know, there's so many stories about people that have carried on messages from other people. It's a good time to remind ourselves of what are we carrying on? What do we carry forward? What do we spend our mission carrying forward? Are there people that we admire? Are there people that we looked up to? Whether we knew them personally or not, are we carrying the message that they gave us? Are we sharing that with other people? Are we carrying that forward? For me, comedy, laughter, also the message of Fred Rogers are huge. For me, they all stem back to the message of Christ. And Christ's message of love is what I have made my lifelong mission to try my best to emulate and try my best to share. Uh, that's where a lot of my mission comes from. Where does your mission come from? I would assume that as if you identify as a Christian, the hub is Christ. But are there people that have helped that echo, helped echo that love forward that you can also surround yourself with? We are meant to worship in community. We're meant to share in community. And that means we're meant to carry forward things like kindness and respect and humor and laughter and the love of Jesus Christ. Love God, love yourself, and love your neighbor.